Oh, what a beautiful day on my private island. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. You better have a good explanation. You better have a good explanation for this.
Hello, sir.
What do you
May we
want?
come in?
No. What do you want?
Well, we wanted to let you know and just generally have a conversation about the Church of Jehovah's Witnesses. Would you like to let us in?
No, I'm not interested in Jehovah's Witness.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure about that.
It says here that you signed up for a visit.
No, I didn't at all. I don't know who gave you that.
So you are diametrically opposed to the omnipotence of Jehovah.
Sure, yeah, whatever those words mean.
How unfortunate.
Uh, please leave my property now. I'm going to call the police. And we are live. This content today is going to be a bit different than what I usually post on my channel because I have school to do, and it is a relentless machine that keeps me working all the time. Today we're going to be talking about the Branch Davidians, as in the title and in the intro card, not the Jehovah's Witnesses, sadly. But the Branch Davidians are an apocalyptic new religious movement founded in 1955 by Benjamin Roden. They regard themselves as a continuation of the General Association of the Davidian Seventh-day Adventists, established by Victor Houstiff in 1935. Houstiff, a Bulgarian immigrant and a Seventh-day Adventist, wrote a series of hold on, sorry. My script is a bit clobbled together, of tracts entitled To the Shepherd's Rod, which called for the reform of the Seventh-day Adventist Church. After his ideas were rejected by Adventist leaders, Houstiff and his followers founded the Davidians and settled on a tract of land on the western outskirts of Waco, Texas, United States. You probably already guessed that it was in the United States. Where they built a compound called the Mount Carmel Center, began preparing for the second coming of Jesus Christ, presumably. My script doesn't, by the way, say of what it is, but it's probably Christian related, if I had to assume. After Houstiff's death in 1955, however, his wife Florence usurped Davidian leadership. That same year, however, Roden, a former follower of Houstiff, called himself the Branch. After the branch referred to in Isaiah 11:1, called for the Davidians to come up to Mount Carmel Center to hear his message. This was the beginning of the group that would be popularly known as the Branch Davidians. In 1955, Florence sold the original Mount Carmel Center and purchased 941 acres near Elk, Texas, 13 miles northwest of Waco, naming the property New Mount Carmel Center, after the failure of Florence's prophecy of the apocalyptic events on or near April 22nd, 1959. She dissolved the Davidian Association in 1962 and sold all but 72 acres in the new Mount Carmel property. Roden took possession of the new Mount Carmel in 1962 and began his efforts to purchase the remaining 72 acres. On February 27, 1973, however, New Mount Carmel was sold to Benjamin Roden, Louis Roden, and their son, George Roden, trustees for the General Association of Branch Davidians, Seventh-day Adventurists, sorry about that. From this point on, the property was simply known as Mount Carmel. Upon the death of Roden in 1978, his wife Lois became the next Davidian prophet at the compound. Sorry about that. Let me find where it was. In 1981, a young man named Vernon Howell, later known as David Koresh, came to Mount New Mount Carmel and studied biblical prophecy under Lois Roden. By 1984, the core of the branch shifted their alliance to Lois' sons George to Koresh. I don't think I said that correct. Koresh's leadership of the branch ended at the climax of the Waco Siege in 1993, a 51-day standoff between members of the sect and federal agents. When New Mount Carmel was destroyed in a fire, 4 ATF agents and 2 residents of Mount Carmel were killed by members of the Branch Davidians during the initial raid, while 4 members of the Branch Davidians were killed by ATF agents on February 28, 1993. 76 Branch Davidians of all ages died in the fire that erupted during the siege on April 19, 1993. Moving back to Benjamin Roden, when the anticipated events did not occur, however, and the following disappointment, Benjamin Roden formed another group which he called the Branch Davidians and succeeded in taking control of Mount Carmel. The name of this group is an allusion to the appointed branch mentioned in Zechariah 3:8 and 6:12, different from Isaiah 11 earlier in my script. But when Benjamin Roden died in 1978, he was succeeded by his wife, Lois Roden. Members of the Branch Davidians were torn between an alliance to Ben's wife or to his son, George, in a demonstration of group polarization, where both sides were taking more and more extreme angles on who was in charge. After Lois died, though, George assumed the right to the presidency. However, less than a year later, Vernon Howell rose to power and became the leader over those in the group who sympathized with him. Howell's arrival at Mount Carmel in 1981 was well received by nearly everyone at the Davidian commune. He engaged in an affair with Lois Roden while he was in his late 20s and she was in her late 60s. Howell wanted to father a child with her, who, according to his understanding, would be the chosen one. When she died, George Roden inherited the positions of prophet and the leader of the sect. A powerful struggle ensued between Roden and Howell, who soon gained the loyalty of the majority of the Davidians. In 1984, Howell and his followers left Mount Carmel. Roden accused Howell of starting a fire that consumed $500,000 worth of administration, building, and press, which, as an attempt to regain support, Roden challenged Howell to raise the dead, going so far as to exhume the corpse of a 2-decade deceased Davidian in order to demonstrate his spiritual supremacy. This illegal act gave Howell an opportunity to attempt to file charges against Roden, but he was told he needed evidence in order to substantiate the charges. On November 3rd, 1987, Howell and 7 of his followers raided Mount Carmel, equipped with 5 .22 caliber semi-automatic rifles, 2.22 caliber rifles, 2 12-gauge shotguns, and nearly 400 rounds of ammunition in an apparent attempt to retake the compound, both a demonstration of obedience and de-individualization, both by following Vernon Howell and by realizing that they might not be prosecuted for bringing guns into a compound because they were told to do so, and there was plenty of them. Although Howell's group claimed that it was trying to obtain evidence of Roden's illegal activities, its members did not take a camera with them. The trial ended with the jury finding Howell's followers not guilty, but the jury members were unable to agree on a verdict for Howell himself. After his followers were acquitted, Howell invited the prosecutors to Mount Carmel for ice cream. It was claimed that Howell was never authorized to name his breakaway sect the Branch Davidians, and the church which bears the name continues to represent the members of the branch church who did not follow him. Howell, who acquired the position of spiritual leader from Roden, asserted it by changing his name to David Koresh, suggesting that he had ties to the biblical king David and Cyrus the Great. He wanted to create a new lineage of world leaders. This practice later served as the bias for allegations that Koresh was committing child abuse, which contributed to the siege by the ATF. Interpreting Revelation 5:2, Koresh identified himself with the lamb mentioned therein. This is traditionally believed to symbolize Jesus Christ. However, Koresh suggested that the lamb would come before Jesus and pave the way for his second coming. By the time that the 1993 Waco siege, Koresh had encouraged his followers to think of themselves as students of the Seven Seals rather than branch Davidians, and due to their following of this command represented obedience that they would follow such commands. On April 19th, 1993, the FBI moved in for a final season. I'm gonna add a blooper reel at the end of this video. We failed the easiest part of the entire thing. I don't care.
My God. The camera's still going. Just go in there and sit back down. Just go in there and just sit back down.
It's perfect because I was putting down baguettes and all of a sudden I just get fucking annihilated. Oh my God, it killed you, of course.
Yeah, you guys can't attack me. Meaning
oh my God, Blake, you moron.
Low damage weapon for a reason. Why did you die?
Okay.
Does that count? You like the shotgun, but
I liked it. And for
God.
What?
We're still going. We're still going. No, we're still going.
Ethan.
I'm gonna cut it at. I'm gonna cut it at the door. Okay. So just
oh
take
my
all the
God.
time you need. Just let me know when you're ready to open the door. Okay.
They were all bunched up, so when I got out, it just launched me.
I can see you through the door, Zach.
Let me back up.
Use empty hands. Use empty hands.
I am. Give me a second. Christ's sake, you children.
I'm gonna add a blooper reel at the end of this video.
Can't keep that in.
Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay. Now.
Banana moment.
You guys gotta make sure it lasts for 10 minutes, okay? Camera down.
Oh no,
What?
did I?
Oh my God.
It's down and
we failed the easiest part of the entire thing.
Wait, what happened to the camera?
It fell down. Someone shot at it directly. And also,
I was not shooting.
I said slowly. This area has to last for 10 minutes.
I fired like 2 shots.
Yeah,
why don't you do like an outside view of the house?
Because I have to be in here doing my little talking motion.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is it okay for me to
explaining
just
the
come up
steps?
and whack you randomly?
Yeah, I'm explaining like the stuff.
I'm just gonna come up and just hold a gun to your head, but say nothing and then leave.
That's fun. Alright.
And my model's just a skeleton.
Yeah, by the way, you can switch models now. It doesn't matter.
No, it'll just be a charred corpse in the background.
Alright, get in starting positions. Don't start out like that. Don't start out like that.
It's okay if I ram a plane into the building.
Okay, for like the first minute or so, just don't do anything. Okay? And I'll let you know when we hit like a minute and 45 in. What the Huh? The camera just fell. Hold on.
That sounds like a you problem.
Wait, hold on. No, hold on. Wait, why did the camera fall?
HE missile melon.
Okay.
Alright,
You want me to
restart.
weld it?
Yeah, you should probably weld it
To what?
You're like, I'll freeze this.
to the window.
Man.
Why is there just a big red arrow? It's a YouTube thumbnail over here. Blake, are you making a YouTube
What?
thumbnail?
Yes. This fridge, we need to like get it. Yeah.
There.
Alright.
We put stuff in it.
Now get back.
What
Look,
happened?
it's an Indiana
I can
Jones
go
reference.
inside
If
it?
you get, if you, yeah, if you
Oh,
get the
yeah,
fridge,
yeah.
you survive
Crystal
nukes.
skull.
You survive nukes.
That's
You
cool.
want blood on the ground?
Yes.
Okay. Might be PG-13. Whoop.
Alright, so get
Wait,
back.
Zach, what do you mean the gun wasn't lined up properly?
It wasn't lined up properly. What do you like?
I'll just-
That's what I mean.
I was pointing it directly at you.
Should I put a body right behind you?
Yeah. Don't shoot me, cause that actually hurt me. Put it like
I'll give you a little-
hide it behind the. No, Blake, get rid of that.
Oh,
Get rid
it'll
of that.
just be the window. It's going.
Delete it, Blake.
Taking.
Click Z.
I was gonna put him. I was gonna
Click
put him
Z-
outside the window.
I don't care.
I'm good. I'm doing the window thing.
Yeah, Blake,
Hello?
Evan's doing the window.
I get to come inside the house and I'm gonna point a double barrel at
Yes, man.
Zach and stand there for like 3 minutes.
What about Marshu?
Alright, I'm gonna resume the timer soon. Okay?
The house is already slightly damaged.
Oh my god, I don't care. Just get out of frame.